Hello everyone, and welcome to my review for part 2 of the Golden Age arc. This is going to include everything that happens from the start of the Battle of Doldry to right after Zod kills Wild. I decided to stop at chapter 70. I figured that would be a good point. It's the start of a new volume. I mean, the volume cover has Femto being birthed out of the Bayolet, so I figured that was probably a decent place to stop for this review. The Golden Age arc, this is the whole middle section of it, is also really good. Even better than the first part. For a number of reasons, we get a lot more development from Guts, we get a lot more insight into Griffith, we have Casca, we have more stuff with the Apostles, more so towards the end. We get a lot more into the fucked up stuff in this part of the arc. Quite a bit of fucked up stuff. Yeah. So why don't we start off by talking about Guts, our main character. He's come a long way since the Black Swordsman arc, although this came before the Black Swordsman arc. He's got quite an interesting thing going on with his character. Ever since he had heard Griffith say that to him a friend is someone he considers to be an equal, Guts wanted to become that equal. However, basically the defining trait of Griffith is his dream, his desire to have his own kingdom. Whereas Guts does not have a dream. He doesn't really have a goal of any kind that he's striving for. This is kind of talked about in the Campfire of Dreams, where everyone else has a dream that's created this big bonfire, but Guts doesn't have a dream. He's just kind of there. So him seeing Griffith, getting closer and closer to his dream, and his goal is like, I need to find something that I want, that I am striving for. I dream for me. I need to find that so that I can be Griffith's equal, so that he can consider me a true friend. And I found that really interesting. And it's kind of ironic, tragic, that it's this desire to become Griffith's equal, to become his friend, that results in Griffith making some bad decisions. I would say, at the very least, this is the start of Griffith doing things wrong. You should not fuck the daughter of your boss. That's probably not a great idea. Especially when he's a fucking creepy, incestuous pedophile. Yeah, not a great idea. So it's interesting that Guts' desire to be an equal to Griffith, and seemingly also Griffith wanting to be equals with Guts, that kind of leads to everything spiraling downwards into hell. Griffith gets a lot of sort of character moments in this part. He murders the queen, though that was in, retaliation for trying to murder him, so totally justified. I actually didn't know that he did that. That's one of the things I didn't know happened. Another thing that I didn't know happened was during the Battle of Doldry, Guts' sword breaks, and I'm like, oh shit. Oh wait, wasn't Zod watching? I had no idea Zod was here. I actually really didn't know anything about the Battle of Doldry. And then fucking Zod throws his sword like half a mile to Guts, and Guts uses it to decapitate the enemy general. And I'm like, holy shit, that's so fucking awesome. Zod, based as always. Zod is very based in this part of the story. He has a lot of great shit. You have that. Then you have, of course, him showing up and killing Wild. I know some people have issues with Wild. He's a bit extra, to put it very lightly. It feels like he's just kind of there for shock value, which I kind of understand that assessment. Mostly just the raping. It seems like Wild just tries to rape everything. It does feel a little extra. It's a little over the top for, kind of the standards they had been setting thus far. But I guess this part of the story, getting into the second half of the Golden Age, is meant to show you how fucked things are gonna be getting. Things are gonna get really, really fucked up from here on out. So I guess Wild is kind of the introduction for that. He's also the first apostle that Guts actually beat. No, he didn't beat Zod. He survived fighting Zod. Zod left. So Wild is the first apostle that Guts defeats. He doesn't die, of course, but, you know, Zod is there for that. So thanks, Zod. You're a real one. I think that's definitely supposed to show that things are going to be getting a little bit more messed up from here on out. Griffith. Does Griffith do anything wrong? Yeah, I mentioned the fucking of the princess. That was a bad move. But it's very interesting seeing the inside of Griffith's mind when he's being tortured for a year. Thinking about his dream, the origin for his dream. It's a very childish thing. He's just a kid. They're playing around with a bunch of junk they find on the streets, and he sees the big castle, and he's like, I would like that giant piece of junk. That's what I want. So that's what he strives for, from his childhood onwards. It's interesting to me when people talk about childish dreams and desires. It's something that most people give up on. I recall Yamashita's monologue toward the end of Kengan about how most people give up on their dream partway through their journey because of any number of circumstances. Health, social standing, economic conditions, their family, whatever. Most people give up partway down the path to their dream. But some people don't give up. And Griffith was someone that never gave up on that dream. And he doesn't seem to be very intent on giving up with that on that dream. However, there is now something that could replace that dream, and that is Guts. He just wants Guts. What for? To be his friend? I don't know. I've seen some people debate what kind of feelings are there between Guts and Griffith. Is it just friendship? Is it more than that? I'm not sure. It's just very clear that Griffith is someone that matters a lot to Guts, someone that he looks up to, someone that he wants to be close to. And it's much the same way for Griffith looking at Guts. So that's very interesting. Also, the romance with Casca and Guts is good. It's a really, really, really well done romance. It's nice to see someone making a sex scene that's not just really hot and pornographic. It's like artistic. It's very intimate. You can feel the intimacy between Guts and Casca. It's also a really good moment for Guts' trauma coming to a head. It was weird, like, we hadn't seen really any of that stuff being brought up in, like, at least 20 chapters. And then it comes up again in this moment, and you're like, right, shit. Of course, that would still be in Guts' mind. And that's why he wouldn't know what to do when he's, like, having sex with someone. Because he was sexually abused as a child. Yeah, so that was all really, really well done stuff. Really made me feel some things. Makes me feel really bad already for the stuff that's going to be happening. It was really nice seeing the Band of the Hawk, you know, just kind of being bros, just kind of chilling. You know, Gaston gave up on his clothing store and decided to come back to the Band of the Hawk, and I'm just like, oh god. Oh shit. Yeah, so we're getting close to that time now, people. We're getting close to the eclipse. That's gonna be the next review, so I hope you're looking forward to it. I don't know if the words I should use are looking forward to it, but I'm interested to see what I'm gonna be feeling by the end of that, or, you know, how extreme the feelings at the end of that are going to be. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see what happens when we get there. So if you enjoyed this review, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. I'm going to be mostly doing my Berserk reviews on here for a bit. I want to see how quickly we can get this channel to 1,000. Of course, this is just my backup. You can go check out my main channel because I have 2 copyright strikes on there. That's why this one is here. So hopefully we can get this one to 1,000 as soon as possible. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Take care.